Hello everyone and welcome back to more Fantasy Life I. In today's video, I'm gonna figure out what it takes to get the highest review score for the gallery. In case you don't know what the gallery is yet, that is probably because you have not reached the adept rank as an artist, because in order to unlock the gallery building, you do need to do that. So after becoming an adept artist, you get the possibility to go to cook over here and build the gallery. The construction is gonna cost you 10,000 dosh, so that's really not that much. So let's go ahead and put the gallery down. Oh, it's actually a bit bigger than I thought it was gonna be, but it seems like it does fit. So yeah, quite a big building. It's probably gonna take like, I don't know, 5 minutes to build. So whilst we're waiting for this thing to be ready, let's talk about why you would want a highest review score for the gallery. The main reason is because it is one of the required guild quests over here. As you can see, you need to build an art gallery. That's just step number 1, and then step number 2 is receiving the highest review score for your art gallery. So that is pretty much the biggest reason why you want to build one and why you want to get the best possible review, because without completing those 2 quests, you will never get a level 10 bulletin board over here, so you will never unlock these last rewards. All right, that literally took 5 minutes, I believe. Please remove like building timers in a future update. We don't need them. But just like that, build an art gallery guild quest has been completed. Now on to the main point of this video: how do you actually rank up or get a higher review score for this gallery? They might kind of explain it over here. So at the gallery, press A in front of an empty display and select the art you want to exhibit. Fill up the space with all your masterpieces. The more art on display, the more visitors your gallery will receive. Some of your buddies might even ask to buy your art. So as they say over here, the more art on display, the more visitors your gallery will receive. And that also means you're gonna get a higher review score. They also mentioned that your buddies might indeed ask to buy your art. I do think that you can get a profit off of selling your art, but I don't know why you would do that, because you're most likely just filling up the gallery to get the highest review score possible and not really to make money. Also, there are way better ways of making money in this game. Just make some stickers and sell those. That is, funnily enough, the best way to make money in Fantasy Life I. So the first thing that I am immediately going to point out is that you can also put pieces of art on the walls. I did not know that for the longest time, and that is primarily what held me back from getting the highest review score. So you want to make sure that you fill up every single floor piece over here and then fill up all 5 of the wall decors. Now you should know that not every single decoration that you make or every wall decor that you make can actually be hung up over here. I don't know why or for what reason. There's not really a filter in this game that lets you know what kind of decorations are actually pieces of art. So it's just kind of going through trial and error. However, I just got 4 of the exact same pieces to put up over here as decorations and 5 of the exact same ones to put up as wall decors. And I believe that will allow us to get the highest review score, which should be like an out of this world space. If Artie tells you that your gallery is out of this world, you know that you have reached the highest review score. So right now he's going to mention that it is a bit of a lonely sort of place. That's definitely not what we want. So let's go ahead and put up some stuff over here. Basically, the main thing that you want to do is just put up 5-star rarity items. So over here, the magic cauldron is going to be 5 stars in rarity. I also made it high quality. However, I don't think the decoration being of high quality actually matters. As long as it is like 5 stars, you are probably good to go, I believe. But in case you don't know how you can actually get the recipe for the magic cauldron, you get this when you become an expert artist. I actually used my other save file to trade these items over to me, but it's a really easy to make recipe once you get it as an expert artist. So taking a look at the recipe on my other save file, you only need 1 black paint, 2 Mysteria masonry, 2 green gel, and 1 suspicious object. So a really easy recipe for 5 stars and for something that you can display in your gallery. Definitely recommend just making 4 of these things. And then the other recipe that we're going to use 5 of as the wall decors is going to be the royal family portrait over here. This is an artist house recipe exclusive. However, the artist life is really easy to get all of the house recipes for. I believe there's only like 5 or 6 of them. If you don't know how to get these house recipes, just check out my artist house recipe video. You need 1 rainbow paint, 1 sugar lumber, and 1 blank canvas to make this, which the blank canvas should be a recipe that you can buy at the Tropica Isles tool shop. And this one only requires 1 sugar lumber and 1 dandelion cotton, so really easy to make as well, making the royal family portrait over here a very good option as a 5-star recipe that is really easy to make. So go ahead and do that real quick. Just make 4 magic cauldrons and 5 royal family portraits, and after you've done that, just display every single one over here on the displays. So just like that, a very beautiful looking gallery, if I might say so myself. Now, if you talk to Artie right away, you might notice that he is going to say it's still a bit of a lonely place. That is because this actually needs one real life day to update. So hopefully we can do that by time traveling as well. But if that doesn't work, just know that by tomorrow, this should normally be that out of this world sort of place. But let's test out if this works with time traveling as well. So let's put down a save. I think we're going to have to go to the title screen for sure. Now, I do think this time around that you actually have to go one day forward for the status of your gallery to be updated. I'm playing on Steam right now, so the only thing that I'm going to do is go from the 15th of August to the 16th of August. All right, so I just did that. Let's just go and continue back in the game. And as soon as you pop in, the game is going to notify you with the guild quest, receive the highest review score for your art gallery that has been completed. So just like that, everything did seem to work just as I thought it would. You can literally just put 4 of the same decorations and 5 of the same wall decors. As long as they are of high enough rarity and quality, I believe you should be totally fine. So speaking to Artie over here, he's going to mention that this is indeed an out of this world sort of place. So very easy. You might want to experiment with like going to the title screen and moving one day backward, because of course in Fantasy Life I you never want to move forward in time, because that is going to mess up the cash nut stalls in Gynomosia. But if moving backwards doesn't work, just know that you should only need to go one day forward, and it is immediately going to update from a lonely place to an out of this world sort of place. So with that, that is pretty much all you have to do to get the highest review score for your gallery. Let's check in with the bulletin board over here. Those 2 quests are gonna be completed. So all by all, pretty easy. Just make those 2 decorations that I talked about, the like magic cauldron and the royal family portrait. Pretty easy to get recipes, and definitely very easy to make ones, because you do have to make quite a few of them. So it's pretty important that they don't actually require like a bunch of rare materials that are not easy for you to find. So with that, that is gonna be it for the gallery video. Actually really easy to do, way easier than I thought it was gonna be. I thought you definitely have to go through like multiple days maybe. I didn't expect us to be able to go immediately from the lonely status to the out of this world status. But yeah, as long as you have the right decorations over here in your gallery, you are immediately gonna be fine and get the highest review score whenever you talk to Artie the very next day. So with that, as always, thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video or found it helpful, definitely don't forget to like and subscribe if you haven't done so yet. Not even 5% of the people watching my videos are actually subscribed, so I would appreciate it a lot if you would do so. And with that, I'll see you guys in the next one. All right, later. Bye.